Yeah, we will. Get a close-up of him.
I can't have any alcohol, so I'll just have some. I gave her a number today.
Got the girls working here at the desk.
And really, Sydney would be the best bet. They run a lot. Ah.
So it's been 40 years.
Well, that has been a while. Vincent, go.
We're going to have room for all three of them, or we're going to have to sort of.
All their years,
The 50s.
We're almost through the 50s again, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Hawaii. Well, every year or two.
Sherry Scott, yeah. Jim Wilson, Pat Isley, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry's in town. Got his old girlfriend Sally Hill. Too bad she's not around.
Pat, Budge, Coronado is going. Well, that's cool. You got them from all around, huh?
Oh, there's Vince.
Who saved us?
Those are mine.
Those are yours?
Yeah.
Ah, that's great. Pat Farrell. Mike English, remember him?
Yeah.
Marvin House, remember that road?
Right here, right? That's your.
See that far away? Or is it magnifying it?
Yeah, it's magnifying. There's Sheila.
Oh, Levon Vest.
Yeah. Gino Moro.
Yeah, he's still in the badge on.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't here in grade school.
Oh, you were?
There's Pam and John Doyle, remember him?
Yeah.
Louise Nichols.
Oh, Terry Hatley's up here.
Yeah.
For a year or two and then gone. Service. Yeah.
He was at the 30th.
I was going to say he ended up graduating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at what a small class this was. Holy smokes.
Vince Filipino. Pat Isley. That's Steve Jordan.
Hi, girls.
Oh, Pat. What was that guy's name?
they were ahead of us, weren't they?
Right.
Yeah.
I think Sid gave this to me because, of course, Sheila was in it. And this time around, people weren't so generous with their. They sent out, they said, if you have pictures, send them because I used to get them from Marcia Katie. Linda Sanford couldn't find hers because it was. See, there's everybody running.
Hi, Sally.
Jeremiah Poultry. Well, my colleague got financial, but he looked at me like, no, you remember. Well, hi, Vince.
Hello, ladies.
It's the beginning of the board. We miss our Patty.
Yes, we do.
We had one teacher we absolutely.
Hey, there's Marcia. Hi.
And almost remember that fourth grade teacher?
You, Martha Rose.
These beauties here on tape.
Just push start. I don't see any lights come on, so it didn't work.
Yeah, it's working. Hi there, Doris.
Terry does, and Terry's
The second thing is, there is a drawing, and the tickets are on sale for $3 per dollar up front. And there's a raffle of the red, white, and blue vest, and the funds are all Strawberry Rock and Jim Worthington. Jim Worthington is going to talk a little bit, but the main thing he's going to do should be read to the whole group. Now, we have other letters that are over here, and everybody's free to read them. But this is a very special letter, we all feel, and Jim is the right guy to read it. So, Jim, if you could come up, we appreciate it. Not on me. There's only one thing I want to say. I look around and everybody looks pretty much like we did 10 years ago. My pants kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter, but I finally solved that problem. I bought bigger pants.
Good evening and welcome to the Big 40th. Eddie has asked me to read this letter from Coach Kovac, and I'd like to send 8 and 96, with the exception of 2 people here, Vince Flynn and Helen Sampson Dunham. I don't think she's here tonight. They're the babies of the class, and they're going to be 57 for another.
And Doug Dan. That's right. We remember when we did this 10 years ago. Remember we sang happy birthday?
Before we get started, I'd like to recognize 3 groups. Thank you very much for putting up with us. Second thing is I'd like to extend a round of applause here, if you just hold it until I read all the names. Linda Davis Ferguson, Linda Sanford Fleming, Edith Kurtz Flynn, Vince Flynn, Jean Morrow, Barbara Merrick McKechnie, Pam Schaefer Oates, Sid Clark Orick, and George Stevens. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Hi, Judy.
And we have 10 of those that we've accounted for, and I'd like to read their names, and after I do that, I'd like a moment of silence to reflect on the friendships and what wonderful people they are, and ask you to keep them in your prayers. Ron Campbell, Diane Daly, Dennis Doyle, Sally Hill, Steve Jordan, Charlie Love, Madeline Wrinkley, Frank Scanlon, Ashton Shaw, and Rod Spence. And I just was informed, and Craig Green. So if you all would just, let's have a moment of silence in reminiscence of those wonderful, wonderful people. Very fortunate and a very great group of people. Yeah, and I agree with Sid. What a 40 years this has been. You know, we've gone through Sputnik, Vietnam and all of its ramifications, Man on the Moon, the Cold War, and of course the downfall of communism. And I don't think any of us back in 1956 would have ever thought that we would see that perhaps in our lifetimes, yet by our 40th reunion. And throughout all of that, I think the class of '56 has been a lot more than a class. It's been a family. And has been the embodiment of the old Coronado that everybody try to keep in touch, try to care for one another as we have here for the first 40 years, so that we do remain as a family forever. I'd like to read this letter in closing from Coach Kovac, who was a very special person in a lot of our lives. For those of you who don't know Coach Kovac, he was a guy from the coal fields of Pennsylvania, joined the Marine Corps, got in on the Coronado as a football coach. That probably sets the tone for Coach Kovac. He was quite a guy, he was a taskmaster, and I think all of those of us who were either under his lash or had some contact with him will carry that for the rest of our lives. Now, dear Sid, forgive me for not responding sooner to the invitation to attend the 40th reunion of the class of 1956 from Coronado High School. I did not respond earlier since I was uncertain of my whereabouts come July 6, 1996. Recently, we invested in a second home that is located in Evergreen, Colorado, so that we could be near our daughter and 2 beautiful grandchildren who now reside in Denver. We left San Diego during the first week of May and had full intentions of returning in about 6 weeks. Fond memories that so many of you have helped formulate.
Hi, Judy. close-up here. There's Jim Coley.
Ham it up. It's going red.
That's his face, that's his nose. That's just his nose, that's all.
Bill Vanderbeek. Yeah. I know, she looks fabulous. We got everybody here. He finally showed up. There he is. Bunch of old guys in here, Lamont. Come on in here.
And so I told her